Hey everybody, it's Ryan with Z-Strength here. Today's video I'm going to be covering for personal trainers, for people who are starting out, maybe getting into the industry, maybe not sure, just kind of testing the water, seeing if this is the career change they want to make. I'm just going to cover just a brief little summary of things that, as far as career-wise, I wish I would have known before I got started. Maybe I can speak to my experience in the industry a little bit and kind of help you solve some issues that you may be having, check a few boxes, answer some questions. So and this is regarding just strictly hands-on, in-person personal training. This is not utilizing social media, online resources, online personal training, any of that stuff. This is just strictly the old school personal training at the gym type of person. So to me, I always segment it in two different ways. There's commercial, which is going to include gyms like Anytime, Planet Fitness, Gold's, just the very generic, straightforward, Snap Fitness, Workout Anytime, any of those types of gyms. And then you have your wellness. So these are a little bit more bigger, elaborate, expensive gyms like Lifetime, and then a company called Power Wellness, who does a lot of the healthcare wellness centers across the country. So I always segment it into those two different groups. Starting out, so looking at if you have, if you don't have any certification, no relevant education, so no certification, no education, no experience. I mean, we are starting from scratch, from zero. What you're going to want to do is gyms like Anytime will let those people come in. Usually they'll give a time frame on a certification if they really like you. You don't need to have the education, you don't need the degree. You would only need the certification, and you don't need the experience. They will put you with trainers to kind of give you that hands-on experience as you're coming aboard. But usually this has a time frame to get, usually 30 days, 90 days, 6 months, depending on the franchise, depending on what they're doing at the time. It's definitely one way to go. Planet Fitness, again, requires a certification, doesn't require the education, really doesn't require the experience. And these gyms are the same, right? When you look at the wellness side of it, these are a little bit different. You need to have an education, you need to have a certification, and you need to have a certification that requires in-person testing. So this is an ACSM certification, a NASM certification, NSCA, one where you have to test in person at a testing facility or have a proctored online exam with somebody watching you via webcam. So these, you need to have this, all three of these, to get into these. They pay more, they're more revenue inducing, but again, you need those. So if I'm starting out from scratch, from zero, or pretty close, right? Say I have my certification, but I'm not finished with my education, or any mix of these. Because if you have the education and no certification, these gyms will pick you up. The bachelor's degree most of the times will suffice for a certification if you don't have one. Where these ones you need both. If for some reason I can't get a job as a PT, I'm going to look here at the customer service / front desk, right? So the reason I'm going to do this is because I'm going to get the experience in the gym. I'm going to get face-to-face with clients. They got to scan in, they got to check in. Sometimes, if the gym sells smoothies or shakes or products, you you get that experience with them too. And you can do this while you're building this. So then by the time you get one of these and you can become a personal trainer, then it's very easy because you already have the face-to-face time with the clients. You already have been in the gym for a while, so you know how it works. So then when you transition to becoming a PT from one of these positions, then it's easy enough to build a client base because these are people you know, people that you spend time with. You can say, hey, I'm a personal trainer now. Do you want to grab like a session or two so I can get some practice in, stuff like that, and start building your client base that way, where if you're coming in cold off the street into a personal training gig, it's a little bit harder because you're the stranger, you're new, you don't know the clients, you don't know the clientele base, you don't know how the gym works. You have to kind of pick up all that as you go, especially with no experience. That can be a challenge. But if you start here, and especially while you're in school, or while you're gaining that education or gaining that certification, a lot of times they will help pay for a certification that's relevant, continuing education, whatever. You just have to ask. And this is good because you get a solid base commission. You get your standard paychecks, where some of these gyms for this, they don't, you get paid for when you train, and that is it. Wellness side is a whole different monster because, again, you need certifications, you need education, you need experience, you need to have some time in, usually at one of these places, before you transition to this. Does that make sense? So, again, to just kind of bring it all back, if I'm starting off the street and I have no certification, no experience, and I'm struggling a little bit, I'm going to grab this customer service, this front desk job in one of these gyms. Usually Anytime doesn't have that, so it's one of these types of gyms, right? That's going to get me the experience in the gym. It's going to get me face-to-face with the clients, and then when I get this and I become a personal trainer, boom, I'm ready to go. I would say do this based on the idea that you're going to transition to a personal trainer at this place. And I'm not saying this has to take a long period of time. Usually you do this and then you're the first pick as soon as a personal training position opens up, because you've already got the time in the gym and they know you. You've got that inside hire, and then you can become a personal trainer and start gaining that experience on top of the experience you already had while you're in the gym. So that about wraps it up. That's about everything. I'll do more videos down the road that kind of go into different avenues as far as starting out, tips for building some client base, some revenue base as a in-person personal trainer, and kind of segmenting that with the online community and stuff like that. So if you like my video, if you like my dry erase board, please hit that like button. Please comment any questions you have. And then please hit that subscribe button. That's how we do this. You know, just like you guys, if you're starting out, I'm starting out, I'm trying to build this stuff up. So please hit that subscribe button. Check out the rest of my videos. I have other great content, product reviews, and I'm going to be building this up as much as I can. Check us out on TikTok. We're on Instagram. We're expanding everywhere. So thanks for stopping by. I hope I taught you something, and have a great time and good luck.